When in-ear comfort is a priority for you, what you want is a clip earbud. I've had these clip earbuds, the One More S20, for about a week now, and I can tell you there are good parts and there are not so good aspects that might not be obvious on first viewing. So starting with the good bits, the design. For some reason, earbud manufacturers put in the work when it comes to the design and finish of their clip buds. Because I have in-ear buds from this same manufacturer, One More, and I can tell you that the level of attention to detail and quality of finishing is nowhere near what you find on the ear clip S20. That's these buds. And I'm all for that because these look and feel like high-end jewelry. If you know me, you'd know I'm not really a fan of shiny things, but the glossy finish on this is so finely executed that I don't really mind. Everything feels so solid and well put together, and the build quality is just top notch. I feel like if you threw these off a cliff, you pick it up at the bottom, put them back on, and they'll be totally fine. Comfort. If you're interested in a clip earbud, it's most likely because you want something comfortable that doesn't stress your ear canal. In-ear buds are notorious for ear fatigue. The clip S20 delivers 100% on comfortability. These are as comfortable as can get. Each bud weighs about 4.8 grams, so slightly heavier than your average in-ear buds. However, because they sit on your earlobe and not in your ear, where they would otherwise exert pressure on the ear canal, it's hard to notice any uncomfortable weight or pressure, even when you have them on for very long periods. Call quality on these was excellent. Took me by surprise, as a matter of fact. So good that I would say it rivals or even outperforms the call quality on top-rated in-ear buds like the Melobuds M50. On my side, I could hear the receiver with pristine clarity, and on the other side, they could hear me loud and clear with no sound muffling or anything of that sort. What you're hearing now is my voice straight out of the mic of the S20, and this is in a room with some background noise. It might not sound that impressive on first hearing, but for wireless buds, this is great. Certainly very impressive for an earbud at this price point. The One More S20 will stay on while you're actively listening to music for more than 7 hours. And if you keep them on standby connected to your phone, they can go 3 days without needing a charge. Crazy good numbers for a wireless earbud. And I'm guessing much of that is down to how the design of these buds allow the manufacturer to pack in more battery in the earbud themselves. That's compared to in-ear buds, which usually have a smaller form factor. Compared to other clip buds like the QCY Crosskey R70, the S20 stacks up good as well. The Crosskey R70 I just mentioned goes a similar 7 to 8 hours on active listening. Now to the bad bits, starting with the sound quality. If you're buying this, it's probably not for the sound quality, so this is perhaps a moot point, but it still has to be said. Compared to in-ear buds like the One More Q21, the sound performance on this is abysmal at best. There's literally no bars. Mids essentially fly off into the space around you, I presume, because I could barely hear them. And the only reprieve sound quality wise are the trebles, which come off fairly good, and it's still not good enough in my opinion. That said, compared to other clip buds, the clip S20 holds its own quite well. There are a few better sounding clip buds at this price point, and I would say if you are the kind of person to prefer an open soundstage with emphasis on vocals rather than the beats and all of that stuff, then you can live with the S20. Clip-on buds, by the virtue of their design, are practically incapable of noise cancellation, at least not with the current tech available, I don't think. One More itself doesn't advertise noise cancelling of any sort on these buds. Again, this is stating the obvious, but if you go on to purchase one of these, having expectations of noise cancellation, you're going to be thoroughly disappointed. It's not implemented, doesn't exist on this board, end of story. Bottom line, should you buy the One More S20? If you're in the market specifically for a budget clip-on earbud, it's hard to go wrong with the One More S20. It's a great all-rounder, well-made, great call quality, awesome battery life. It has a superb fit and comfort, and great sound quality when compared with its peers. If you want a good sounding earbud, maybe you're here listening through a review for a clip-on earbud by mistake, you should check out earbuds. Those beat clip-ons sound quality wise on every metric, and some of them can be very comfortable too.